From the very first moments of this story, you'll want to sit tight, because what unfolded behind closed doors in the royal family has left Britain shaken and left King Charles himself in tears. Imagine the scene: a father who has walked through decades of personal trials, a monarch who finally wore the crown he waited for his entire life, suddenly finding himself cornered by the weight of illness, palace tensions, and family betrayal. As the world looks on, King Charles, with trembling hands and eyes clouded with emotion, presents a final, deeply symbolic gift to his eldest son, Prince William. But behind this tender, heartbreaking moment is a storm. A storm many whisper was carefully planned and quietly orchestrated by none other than Queen Camilla. Charles's gift was no ordinary token. It wasn't a piece of jewelry, nor was it just a letter of love. It was something far more powerful, a personal heirloom, directly connected to the late Queen Elizabeth II, something William had admired since childhood, and something Charles knew would one day remind him of the true duty of the crown. As Charles handed it over, his voice reportedly broke. Witnesses say he whispered, "Take this, my son, and remember who you are meant to be." Tears filled his eyes, not just from pride, but from fear. Fear that the kingdom William will inherit is already being influenced by hidden forces. Now, here's where the story takes a turn. Behind the public show of unity, royal experts claim Camilla had been working quietly in the background, plotting, planning, and carefully ensuring that her own position, and that of her family, would be protected when Charles could no longer sit on the throne. Some say this final gift from Charles to William was a subtle act of defiance, a way to shield his son from Camilla's growing influence. Others go even further, suggesting Charles already knew his time was limited, and that Camilla had been maneuvering palace dynamics in preparation for her own rise in power. Could it be that Charles's tears were not just from love, but also from regret? Regret that he allowed Camilla's hand to shape the monarchy more than he ever intended? Prince William, known for his calm composure, reportedly accepted the gift with grace. But those close to him noticed his face harden, his jaw set, almost as though he understood the weight of his father's words. The gift wasn't just a symbol. It was a warning. A message that William must remain vigilant, that loyalty inside the palace may not always align with the interests of the crown. And more importantly, that even family can become divided when power is at stake. This emotional moment comes at a time when the royal family is already walking on fragile ground. Rumors swirl daily about King Charles's health. Camilla's growing confidence as queen consort has raised eyebrows. And William and Kate, seen by the public as the future hope of the monarchy, are finding themselves at the very center of a battle they did not choose. Insiders whisper that Camilla has been determined to secure influence not just for herself, but for her children and grandchildren, ensuring their place in the royal fold. But for Charles, his loyalty has always been to William and Harry, the sons of his late, beloved Diana. So when he gave William that final gift, many believe it was his way of ensuring Diana's legacy would never be erased. As Charles left the room that day, sources say he could not hold back the tears. Those close to him described it as a breaking point, a moment when the weight of fatherhood, kingship, and mortality all collided at once. And yet, even in tears, his gesture carried strength. For in giving William his final gift, he passed on more than an object, he passed on a legacy, a reminder of his duty, and perhaps, a shield against Camilla's carefully plotted ambitions. The monarchy stands at a crossroads. Will William rise above the palace politics and lead with the integrity his father tried to preserve? Or will Camilla's behind-the-scenes maneuvers reshape the future of the British crown in ways Charles never intended? One thing is certain: King Charles's final act of love for William will echo for years to come, both as a father's farewell and as a king's warning. And if the whispers are true, that Camilla plotted every step of this transition, then the monarchy we thought we knew may never look the same again. Before we continue, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because this story is far from over, and the next chapter in the royal family saga might be the most shocking yet.